Okay, this is going to be the second day of the season for me. The opening day started on Saturday. I took yesterday off, and so I'm going in this morning and I don't have a bird roosted. So basically I just call that going in cold. But what you can do, there's several different strategies you can use. You can go in real early, go to some ridges where you have scouted or you believe based on the terrain they're roosted, and you can do your owl call and try to locate the birds that way. Now for me this morning, my plan is I've got an area in mind, and what I visualized is I'm trying to find an area that's got the roosting, the food source, and a potential strut zone. Okay, I'm still just going to use the Yelp call. That's keeping it simple, and for all you beginners out there or people who are hunters who are wanting to start to get involved into turkey hunting, you can just start out with that simple and that last video I did it with my mouth, and probably didn't do it that great, but if the birds are hot, they will respond. Okay, so we're gonna go in this morning. I gotta get going, and hopefully we'll get another bird on the ground. Okay, I don't know how well you can see this, but it's just now breaking daylight. And I've been doing my owl calls because I told you on this hunt I'm going in cold. This is what I call a cold hunt. I don't have a bird roosted. So haven't heard anything yet. I'm gonna try one more time. If I don't hear anything, then I've got this place in mind I want to go to that's got the food. It's got potential roosting area, and it's got a nice bench on it for some strutting. So we'll see what happens. But we'll give the owl call one more shot. Woo! Woo! All right, I'm just going in cold and set up. There's a bird gobbling over there. He's not coming closer, he's staying. Bird is still gobbling, so I'm gonna get on the backside of that ridge, go up maybe 75 yards if I can't circle in behind. You guys saw the food source episode. Starting to get in these hawthorns. That's where I'm gonna set up. All right, we got the circle. be about 100 yards that way. He should be over there. So hopefully he didn't see us. And I think in this case, I'm gonna set my decoy up about 20, 30 yards behind me. We'll see what happens. All right, real quick. Been here for about 30 minutes and made that mad dash. I don't know if you can see the sun coming up. We were sitting up on a ridge and the sun was to our left as we was looking down the ridge, and now the sun's made its way around. But there's a bird that came out, got on this little flat below me. I bet he probably wasn't 75 yards away, and he gobbled several times. He wasn't coming. So I'm thinking we're dealing with, an educated bird. This isn't an elementary school bird. This is a high school bird. He's been around a few times. And I don't believe he's going to come in to the call. As a matter of fact, when I was sitting there, and a guy that was coming around to this spot here, I was trying to circle around him. I did everything right, I think. I went to the back side of the ridge. I was sitting here, the bird was calling here. He crawled up, well, I didn't crawl, but I got down low. I went down on the back side of the ridge, come all the way up and around him. So I don't think he saw me. But I remember the same thing happening last year. Well, not that exact situation, but there was a bird working this west side of this ridge here. I came in from another direction, went over there to, I guess, to the right of the camera, probably 75, 80 yards, set up. I call, he called. Then he's gone. Never would come in. A few days later or the next weekend, came in. I said, I'm gonna set up over here. So I actually set up there. And lo and behold, about 10:30, that bird came through. I said, okay, I got you today. Gave him a few calls. He called, I called. We played that same game all over again. Never came in. Then he shut up and he was gone. Last day of the season, I came in there and I set up right where we were set up, hoping to catch him coming around, because I was thinking, okay, he's coming from some direction and swinging around that little flat where he's at this morning. Sure enough, he came down the ridge and was gobbling before I even made a call. Well, he didn't come down close to me where I could get a shot. I actually made a visual on him. He made I was facing up the ridge, he made a left-hand turn going to this west side again, and he's down to that flat. And he worked back and forth on that flat, and I called to him. He gobbled. I actually had my hen set up on that bench, and I think he saw the hen and was expecting the hen to come over, and he just worked back and forth. Never would come in. So I think we're dealing with an educated bird. So if that was last year, this year, this might be a 4-year-old Tom, I don't know. But I might have to change the strategy. I don't think he's going to come into just the calling. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this spot and I'm going to go in there and set up where he was at. And I'm just going to sit there. And I'm going to see if he works his way back around, because that's what a bird did last year, if it's the same bird. And I'm going to let him call to me. Hey, God gave us the bigger brain, right? So we're going to use it. We're going to leave this spot. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to set up on his front porch. And we're going to see what happens. All right, I'm getting ready to move again. This setup was perfect. You're not gonna believe what happened. The bird gobbled, and when he gobbled, caught me by surprise. Now I could have shot him, but it wouldn't have been on video. So I let him go, and it's a mature bird. Yeah, he's definitely got his high school education. Couldn't get my camera on, so I let him go. He didn't see me. I mean, I'm behind this brush pile here, get everything camouflaged. But he saw my decoy, and he only gobbled when he saw the decoy. So I'm gonna go back to where I was this morning, because that's where he came from. And I'm gonna sit up there, and the chase is on. Looks like we got another one. The wind's just still howling up here. Let's go up here. Take a look. Looking bird. Look at that. Just goes to show you can kill birds at 12 o'clock. I don't know if you can tell, but we were all the way down. Not the first stump, but the second stump. So this looks like it's probably between 35 and 40 yards. Tremendous bird. This bird doesn't weigh as much as the other bird that I shot, as you can tell by lifting, but it's kind of unusual. The beard's longer, thicker. Yeah, this is another 2-year-old bird, and all we did was we worked this one ridge the whole morning. It's probably 12 o'clock now. Had a bird come in this morning, never could get him to respond, and then lo and behold, he did come in. I don't know if I get any footage. I was looking one way, he came in another, so he gave it a slip. I could have shot him, but I wouldn't have had it on video, and I don't know how much of this I've actually got on video either. This bird cut down, and I had the camera set perfectly, and then I had to turn it because it crossed back over. I was actually calling that way, trying to bring it to the right. Then I forgot to put the camera to the right, so the camera was going to the left. So I had to make some radical moves at the very end. Just another tremendous bird tagged out in North Carolina. I hope you guys enjoy this video series. You go back to your food sources. There's acorns in here, nice steep ridges where they can roost. And you got these benches in here. You can see this gentle slope behind me where they can strut. And you can set yourself up for success. And the only call I used today was a yelp call. So if you're a beginner out there, you don't have to be a world champion caller. Just use the you can do it with your mouth. And if the birds are ready, they'll come on into it. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm doing this is a beautiful bird. And like I said before, it's not about the beards. It's not about the spurs. It's about the experience, putting it all together, harvesting one of these animals, that God created, and it's just a tremendous blessing to be able to do that. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. We'll see you next time.